Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon all of you. It's that time again and we're due for a trip to Hyde Park this weekend on Sunday the 17th of April. We were meant to go actually last week but unfortunately due to work commitments again from Shabir we couldn't actually manage it last week. So we've rescheduled it for this weekend, Sunday the 17th. So this is just to inform our subscribers, our viewers, that we will be heading towards Hyde Park, inshallah, the end of this week on Sunday. As usual, we'll be arriving around 11, half 11. I think everybody knows the drill anyway, so I won't go through that. But there was something that I needed to mention. A couple of things anyway. Starting off with the first one, we on the last trip we uploaded a video which was called Is the Ignorance of Atheism Exposed? It was regarding a young man who was talking about Islam and various things that he was saying. It was quite a good discussion. But unfortunately he did not want that video to be aired. We did actually put it up initially, although he'd asked us not to, but I did explain to him that it's Hyde Park and it's a public place and we're allowed to actually video anyone that we want, and there's no law against it. But he actually came back with a few comments on our private messages and really pleaded with us to take it off because he wasn't happy with it. So eventually, after a lot of backwards and forwards, we decided that okay, we'll take it off, and that's why we had to take it off. So for those of you who haven't seen that video, unfortunately you may never be able to see that video. The second thing is that on our last visit we actually met a Christian lady. Unfortunately she came up with some statements which were quite hurtful to one of the brothers. She was actually saying that there was a person by the name of Dr. Tayyar Altikulak. I'll spell that T-A-Y-Y-A-R, Tayyar, and then Altikulak is A-L-T-I-K-U-L-A-C. Now, I'd never heard of this person, but apparently she had, and she was claiming that this person had discovered that the Mushaf in the Topkapi Museum in Turkey, that they discovered these manuscripts and that there were some differences in that, and she was claiming that obviously that the Quran had discrepancies or variants, as she put it. Now we weren't actually aware of this, so when we came back we actually had a look at what Dr. Tayyar Altikulak had actually said about the Quran. Unfortunately there was a discussion later on, unfortunately for her, that Shabir actually talked to the lady, and they tried to actually access that information on their mobile phones, and they couldn't actually come up with the bit that they wanted to tell us about. So we had to go back and had a look. We did have a look, and Dr. Tayyar Altikulak does not say anything like what they thought that he said. In fact, he said quite the opposite, that the Quran has actually remained unaltered since the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ till now. So just for information, because she may be using that tactic with other people, I thought it might be interesting if I can just quote his work that he's done. It's actually on the internet, and I'll give a link at the bottom so anybody who wants to read the whole work that he's done, the study that he's done, you can actually have a read of it and see what it is. But I wouldn't mind actually just quoting the conclusion of his statement about the Quran. I'll just have a quick read just for information so that people out there will know that if this person actually comes up with this card that the Quran has variants, it actually hasn't, and it's not, Dr. Tayyar is not saying what she thinks that he says. So I'll just read what he actually says in his final conclusion. The publication of the facsimile edition of the Topkapi Mushaf with a comprehensive and critical introduction by a competent scholar of Arabic paleography and calligraphy is immensely significant for Quranic studies and Arabic paleography and for the Muslim community. First and foremost, it testifies to the authenticity of the Quran and demonstrates beyond a shadow of a doubt that the text of the Quran has remained unaltered and free from any kind of tampering from the time of its revelation to the present. The text of the Topkapi Mushaf is identical with that of early Quran manuscripts as well the text of the Quran copies in circulation today. It is significant to note, I'll just end off pretty quickly, it is significant to note that the Topkapi Mushaf does not contain the invocation Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim at the beginning of Surah Al-Tawbah, which is followed in exactly the same manner in the existing copies of the Quran. So there you have it. I mean, there's a little bit more than that, but I didn't want to sort of, carry on with the full conclusion. But anybody who wants to have a look at that, they can do. I'll leave a link in the description so that people can access this information. In case this Christian person again comes back with this in Hyde Park, we will be doing another short video just to give a little clarification on this as well later on. So this was really just a resume of what he's done. And that's it really. I just thought I'd let people know that we are coming this week, inshallah, to Hyde Park. The usual time, the brothers will be there. Anybody who wants to come and help, they're welcome to do so. Anyone who wants to ask questions to Shabir while he's there, welcome. Anyone, whether they be Muslims, non-Muslims, it doesn't matter. He's willing to spend time, and of course, as usual, we'll be trying to clarify misconceptions there are about Islam throughout Hyde Park on Sunday. Join us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon all of you.